Big game today. Arsenal is hosting Manchester United at the Emirates. There for you. Odds showing that it's all a win for Arsenal and it's written all over in there. But we know in the game of football, everything is possible in there. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. And if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Right now, as you see the title, Arsenal versus Manchester United starting 11 breakdown and predictions, because everything is out and we now know who is starting for which team, Manchester United and Arsenal. That's why you have every reason to keep it Rokani Media Football. As we speak right about now, let's start with the hosts. We go by the names of Arsenal in there. Arsenal have brought Aaron Ramsdale in goal. They have Cedric Soares as the right back, Ben White and Gabriel central defenders, Nuno Tavares left back. They're having Elneny and Grant Xhaka in the double midfield pivot, Saka right forward, Odegaard central attacking midfielder, Smith Rowe left forward, and Nketiah has been rewarded by the manager to lead the line in there for you after having scored a brace against the side which goes by names of Chelsea. When you look at the subs, they're having Leno, Tomiyasu returns but on bench, Holding, Swanson, Lokonga, Azez, Pepe, Martinelli and Lacazette. That is the starting lineup of a team which goes by names of Arsenal in there. Then we go to the starting lineup of Manchester United as confirmed by Ralf Rangnick, the manager of Manchester United. When you look at Manchester United, they are having David De Gea in goal, Lindelof, Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Rafael Varane, Diego Dalot, Sancho, Alex Telles, Nemanja Matic, Elanga and Scott McTominay in there. Then the substitutes, Dean Henderson, Eric Bailly, Phil Jones, Harry Maguire. On the bench has been dropped Wan-Bissaka, Lingard, Mata, Garnacho and Marcus Rashford in there. When you look at that starting 11, it means United is going to play with a 4-2-3-1 with David De Gea in goal, Diego Dalot playing as the right back, Alex Telles to play as the left back, Lindelof and Varane to play into the central defense, at least for that. In there, Manchester United fans will be very much happy, especially me, because I don't like it when when Harry Maguire is partnered with Rafael Varane. I like it when Lindelof is partnered with either Varane or Eric Bailly partnering with Varane. That's how it makes sense for me. Then there is a man who goes by the names of Nemanja Matic and Scott McTominay playing into the double midfield pivot in there for you. Then Bruno Fernandes, central attacking midfielder, and he's doubling as the captain today. Then we are having Elanga, right forward. The left forward goes by the names of Jadon Sancho, and Ronaldo is leading the line for Manchester United. That is the starting lineup of a side which goes by names of Manchester United, as they talk on a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there. So guys, you now know the starting 11 of these teams, and now it's all in your hands to come in here and tell me what you think about this fixture in here, because this fixture is so much tricky, because whoever wins it, if Arsenal wins it, they are kicking United out of the top 4 race, out of the fourth spot race in there. If Man United wins it, they are accumulating more pressure to a side which goes by names of Arsenal, because when you win against a side like Manchester United, there is the way you are geared up. And when you win against a side which goes by the names of Arsenal, there is the way you are geared up in there for you. So to me, I really believe that it's going to be a very intense game. It's going to be a very intense game, and there are battles that we have to talk about into this game of football, because when you see those lineups put out, you know that battles have been lit. Cedric Soares is going to face the toughest battle of Jadon Sancho. Can Cedric Soares stop Jadon Sancho? That is the big question, because Jadon Sancho has been one of those creative and vibrant players of Manchester United ever since Ralf Rangnick came in through, and I really believe that in the game of Liverpool, he was the only positive that we saw apart from David De Gea. And when he came onto the field of play, things totally changed, and it has the touch of changing things. But we don't know in this game of football, is he going to be able to make magic happen, especially when he's facing Cedric Soares. Cedric Soares is known to be one of those players that is known so much good defensively, and recently his going forward has really reduced. I don't see him crossing in, making crosses, apart from that cross that he brought in against Chelsea when they pulled down Bukayo Saka and they really got a penalty. I really believe that Bukayo Saka I really believe that Cedric Soares is really going to face some hard time in there, because that Jadon Sancho guy is really a guy who really sits down most of the defenders, especially in the Premier League. You saw him take on Trent, and I really believe that Cedric Soares, that's battle number one we are really going to face. Battle number two, I think Nuno Tavares is not going to be having a very hard time, especially when you are having Anthony Elanga, because his decision making is suspect. You get, every time he makes a decision, it's not, he has talent, he can sit down players, but because he wants to be perfect and efficient to really give the manager what he deserves, or to get all the appreciations once from the manager, that's what he does, and he goes on ahead to do the needful and do the easy pass in there. But I really believe that if at all he was going to face like Jadon Sancho off that side, or Mason Greenwood, if at all he was available, he would have had a very hard time. But I really believe that there is Marcus Rashford, who has been benched and is going to come on and might give me a hard time. Then we look at Bukayo Saka and Alex Telles. Yeah, it's really going to be a very big battle between these two, because Bukayo Saka looked like for the previous 3 games that Arsenal had lost, even that game of Liverpool, and there is a game that they won after Liverpool. I think, was it Brentford? Yeah, there was a game they won. He looked suspect, and we all knew that he had dropped down in form, and we are waiting for when he's going to get this confidence. But thank God, he really got his confidence back when he scored a penalty up against a side which goes by the names of Chelsea, and he came up with that assist to a man who goes by the names of Emily Smith-Rowe to put Arsenal ahead in there. So that is a man who goes by the names of Bukayo Saka facing Alex Telles. It's really going to be a very big battle between those players in there for you when you look at them in there. I don't believe Martinelli is going to give, sorry, it's not Martinelli, it's Emily Smith-Rowe. I don't believe Emily Smith-Rowe is going to give a hard time to a man who goes by the names of Diego Dello. But what you should know about Martinelli is that, Emily Smith-Rowe, he cuts so much inside and he finds that shot, and most of his shots are on target. He is so much efficient every time he gets that ball. That's why Scott McTominay should be so much patrolling that side, because he will cut inside most of the times he gets that ball. That is a man who goes by the names of Emily Smith-Rowe. He's one of those players that Man United should really put an eye on, because when he's going to get that ball, he's really going to go ahead and cut inside and either lay a pass to destroy United or carry that ball into the back of the net. That is the man I'm talking about, Emily Smith-Rowe. That is another battle. The other battle is going to be the midfield of Granit Xhaka and a man who goes by the names of, is it El Nini, who has started for Arsenal in the midfield? Let me check here, I want to be exact. El Nini and Granit Xhaka, all these are 2 sitting defensive midfielders according to me. So I see no one who is good at box to box, though Granit Xhaka sometimes gets in some good moments of really getting that ball and driving it, like you saw that second goal that Arsenal scored against Chelsea. He got that ball, drove it past the center line, passed it to find Odegaard passed that ball to find Bukayo Saka, and Bukayo Saka laid it to find Emily Smith-Rowe, who bagged that ball into the back of the net to give Arsenal their lead into the first half, though later Azpilicueta cancelled it out to make the game level. So to me, I really believe that it's really going to be a very hard game to come out and predict or talk about, because it is so much competitive in the midfield. They are facing Nemanja Matic and Scott McTominay, of which I really believe that when you look at the two midfielders sitting at the base of the midfield, that is Nemanja Matic and Scott McTominay, I think it's far much better than that of Arsenal. I really believe it's far much better than that of Arsenal in there, and I really believe that it's really going to be a battle won by Manchester United, especially in there. But Manchester United can win the midfield battle, but how efficient are they going to be in there when they create chances in there? Being that United last won Arsenal in the Premier League in 2017. Now it's 5 years since United has not beaten Arsenal at the Emirates. And if at all there is a worst result they're supposed to get, they're supposed to go in and get a draw. They shouldn't allow Arsenal to beat them today, because the moment they beat them today, they will have extended their lead to 6 points. And remember, they'll be having a game in hand. And the best result for United or Arsenal is a win. That will enlighten each of these teams' chances of the fourth position in there. The other battle, Nketiah cannot really be a scare to Rafael Varane and Victor Lindelof, according to me, and the experience they are having. But you never know, him having scored a brace against Chelsea, he can get the fire up. He can be fired up. He can be fired up. That's what I really think about Eddie Nketiah, and really believe that he's going to come in and do the needful in there. But it will depend on how many chances Arsenal are really going to give him, because the confidence again against Chelsea might help him to come in through and do the needful against Manchester United to save the day for Arsenal in there for you. And Ronaldo, I think Arsenal's defense is going to be having a very big test today. They're facing Ronaldo, and you know Ronaldo, he's good in the air, on the foot, everywhere he's good, and he has shown us that he can even score outside the 18-yard box area. So we don't know how the manager of Arsenal has really lined up his team. Who has he assigned the duty to outmark Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo, you can mark him out for 80 minutes, but in just the last 10 minutes, he can come out and turn out to be what we know about him. And his signature turn, or shot, or header can be revealed, and a sue can be launched anytime from now. So I really believe that Arsenal have to mark Ronaldo a lot. And how do you get Ronaldo out of this game? You have to stop Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, and Elanga. That supply from the midfield and the wide forwards in there should be stopped, and I don't know how Mikel Arteta has really given this plan to Ben White and Gabriel Magalhaes. And this comes in at a very tricky time when the Arsenal's best defender, who goes by the names of Gabriel Magalhaes, arguably one of the best defenders in the Premier League, is going through a harsh time of his career, especially at Arsenal. He is deep in form, he's not on form in there, and I really believe that he is going to face one of the best center forwards in the world, that is Ronaldo, and I don't know how he's going to stop him, but I know they've watched very many clips of Ronaldo and how to stop him. But stopping Ronaldo means you have to cut out supply, but he has shown us that even if you cut out supply, he can hit a free kick in, he can nod you a goal, he can nod that ball at the back of the net through the corner, and he can do the needful to stop you anytime from now. So that's what I really had for you in here onto the Rokani Media Football. For those that watch the watch along, find it at Manchester United Matters channel. That's where I'm going to be doing this in here. I go by the names of Rokani David. Your predictions are welcome into the comment section below. We sign out for now. See you later after